Hello everybody, it's Tim here again, another movie review, this time for The Nun 2, like the 10th or 11th Conjuring movie, and I don't know what number spinoff. The first Nun sucked, I think I gave it like a 1.5. This Nun, I'd give it a 2.5, it was alright, I liked it as a 2.5, alright time killer. It's not perfect, it has some good moments, overall it's alright. Vera Farmiga's sister, Tessa Farmiga, I believe, plays her younger sister, plays the hero nun in these movies. I'm glad they brought her back, she does a good job here, although she feels like she gets less to do character arc-wise, because in the first movie she seemed a little bit wishy-washy about her faith or about her position about wanting to be a nun or whatever. Here she's just fully committed, so she has less to do in terms of a character arc. She has a partner here, who is like another nun who doesn't really want to commit to being a nun basically until she sees a miracle, and by the end of the movie of course she does. We know the movie's kind of wrote like that. The French guy comes back, he was possessed, or he was called Frenchy or whatever, he was possessed at the end of the first movie by the nun, and he's brought back here, and he gets purified and cured at the end of this using like the water or wine turning Jesus's blood or whatever at the end of this. Which is a pretty cool scene, actually, special effects wise. But and this movie has some good effects in it. Pretty much, you got the French dude who's like possessed, walking around here, and the nuns like coming out of him, using him like basically as a parasite to hitch a ride, and it's just like killing people left and right. And it's because it's searching for the eyes of this saint named Saint Lucy, who was murdered by, I guess, pagans like back in the whatever century. And she needs to find the nun. Well, I don't know, it's not a she, it's a it, whatever. Needs to find the eyes so it can become more powerful, I guess, through demonic power. Like the plot is pretty it's pretty vapid. Like there's not a lot going on, but this movie has more oomph to it than the first one. You get more kill scenes, like the nun sets a priest on fire, leaves him there, and he bursts into flames. Pretty cool. Knocks this other person's brains out using like a demonic version of her son to like chase after her and beat her up, and cause the hook to fall down on her head or whatever. And then another person just like grabs him, holds him up against the wall, and like snaps her neck. Cool action scenes here, better than our cool death scenes, better than what we got in the first movie. More going on here, more oomph to it. This is an improvement over that first one just because there's just more happening. And we get like this demonic version of a goat or whatever, like chasing after the kids at this school or whatever, running around where the French dude works. Kind of a cool special effect. It looks cool effects wise. We get some cliches here though, like the bratty kids who are picking on the little girl, whoever that Frenchie's friends with, and he's like got a crush on her mom or whatever, and you get the idea that they're gonna have a romance. Because if I'm not mistaken, the French dude is like who they mentioned in Conjuring 1 or something, where Lorraine and Ed or whatever, Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson were like doing an exorcism on him, and that's when she saw the nun creature or whatever for the first time, that she had a vision of Ed's death or whatever. So apparently, even though he gets purified at the end of this, I'm guessing the character must get randomly possessed again. And this movie has a bonus scene where the Warrens get called or whatever, so I'm guessing it's going to lead into Conjuring 1 somehow. If they do a third nun, which they probably will because this made money, I believe. But at the end of this one, he seems purified and cured, so I don't really get how he's going to randomly get possessed again, or how there's even a speck of the nun left in him. It doesn't really make sense. But I guess I'll save that criticism for if the Nun 3 ever comes, when the Nun 3 comes out. I was going to say if it comes out, but yeah, when it comes out. But yeah, overall, you get a cool scene here where the nun's like magazine pages is like flipping around, and it grabs Tessa Farmiga's like throat or whatever, and she has a vision about the Saint Lucy person or whatever and all that. Which there's plot holes here, because why doesn't the nun just kill her right here when she's got a hold of her by the throat? I mean, the creature can literally lift people up in the air and burst them into flames. Maybe people with more powerful faith are harder to take down or something. Maybe the nun, this Tessa Farmiga's character's faith is stronger than the priest that was killed or something. I don't know. It doesn't really, there is some plot holes there, and at the end of it, when it's like tossing him around psychically while it's inside the French dude's body instead of just killing him. It is some fun action though. It's much more epic of an ending in this one, more action going on than what was in the first one, which was more dull. Except for the big special effects scene where the Christ's blood got spit on the nun, and it just and the creature just kind of like started disintegrating. But yeah, there's more special effects here and everything, which is pretty cool. More fun action at the end, even if it doesn't totally make sense why the nun just doesn't cause them both to burst into flames. Power-wise. But yeah, they take the nun out at the end because they like overpower her with their faith. Tessa Farmiga does, and her sister nun partner. They turn the wine into Jesus's blood and pretty much kill the nun creature with that and banish it back to hell. And the French dude seems cured, and that's pretty much where it ends, using the eyes of Saint Lucy or whatever to destroy to help it's after him, and the little girl's got it, who the French dude is like friends with, because he's got a thing for her mom or whatever. And she's like running away with him, and he's chasing after her, and you get the pretty decent action scene where he's like trying to climb up after her on this thing that's falling apart inside the school or whatever, the school monastery type school or whatever that they're in, and it like falls down with him or whatever, and he survives the fall though, I guess because the nun's keeping the vessel alive. Um, but yeah, overall 2.5 out of 4. It's all right. I like this one. All right is an all right time killer. Would I watch it again? If I was having a Conjuring marathon, I wouldn't dread seeing this one. The first one I would dread a little. This one is all right. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again.